Critics are wrong about Tron Ares, a movie that's getting overhated by them, but it's a blast in theaters. From the series' best visuals to the banging 9-inch nail soundtrack and score, it's begging, it's screaming for you to see it in the biggest screen possible in theater. Hi, my name is Zach. I talk about movies every week with you, and today I'm going to dive into my thoughts on Tron Ares, a film where a lot of people saw the trailer and saw Jared Leto in it and was like, oh god, he's about to ruin this movie. But after watching it, I think he does an excellent job as Ares for the role that they asked him to play. Babyface tech bro decides to build his own grid and creates Ares, a new Tron-like figure that is a loyal soldier, and he's going to sell to the highest bidder. The role fits perfectly for Jared Leto, stoic style of acting. He's being born in the grid, trying to understand humanity, and he plays it just right. Takes everything literally, says things that are unintentionally funny, and invades people's privacy without realizing it's wrong. And what's going on with Jared Leto's character Ares fits perfectly with the conflict of the film. Greta Lee's character is trying to find a source code that can take digital constructs from the grid and bring them to the real world and make them stay and become part of the real world. So her and this very, very evil tech bro, Julian Dillinger, played by the very charismatic Evan Peters, are racing to find the code first to use it for very different reasons. She wants to give us unlimited food. He wants to build weapons of mass destruction. What does that sound like? And the plot is relevant, simple, and not too profound. It deals with tech billionaires trying to use AI in dangerous ways. And that can be said about the past Tron films as well. You don't come to Tron movies looking for a deep discussion on the meaning of life. You come for the amazing visuals and the booming soundtrack. But I do have a question. Now that we're three Tron films in and they kind of have this core going on, do you feel like Tron needs to start getting a little more cerebral as they keep going and get a little dive a little deeper into the subject matter, or you think it's just stay fun? Drop your answers down below. What I didn't expect was for director Joaquin Ronin to give me some of the best blockbuster camera work of the year. There's a chase sequence in here that just kept building and it delivers. The movie delivers the best looking visuals of the series. With a cyberpunk Blade Runner-esque look, mix that with some exciting, intense action in the grid and the real world, you get the sci-fi visual feast. The VFX are so good and feel so realistic, they put a lot of the modern blockbusters that we get to shame. Backed by an Oscar-worthy soundtrack and score by 9-inch nails, whether you're in IMAX, Dolby, or a cheaper premium experience, your theater is going to be booming. During the chase sequences, all the action sequences, my chair was literally vibrating. And while the film is mostly style over substance, the dynamics between the characters keep you engaged in the story. Greta Lee's expressive face is cinematic, and her nuanced acting provides her character with some grounding, especially since she plays a moral tech billionaire, which is a fantasy in itself. And the movie becomes a fish out of water story, which relieves some of the intense tension that mostly the film has and adds some much needed levity. Leto, Lee, and Castro were a treat together as a trio. I really wish that they were in the movie together a lot longer because they bounced off each other really, really well. So much that it reminded me of the original trio from the first film. But they can't have fun for long because they're being chased by Jodie Turner-Smith, who's kind of like a pseudo-Terminator-like character in this movie, and she does an amazing job having this physical presence in the film, but also another cinematic expressive face, doing a really great job in the small and quieter moments of bringing some little depth that she can to this character. And with some callbacks to the two previous films, the movie benefits from and suffers from feeling like a bridge between the past and potential fourth Tron movie. So while it's entertaining time, it does feel like a snack on a way to a bigger meal. With themes that blend together really, really well, like a Pinocchio story, a little bit of Terminator, and some of the themes from the past Tron films, I think this movie is really well made for Tron enthusiasts. So in terms of critics, I think they're gonna hate on this movie so much because it's so much style over substance, but I think the Tron fans are gonna love it so much, they're gonna overhype it just a bit. But I do see why the critics are kind of bashing the film. The movie has a lot of themes that could be ripe for exploration, to go a little deeper, to really talk about what's going on in the world when it comes to AI and the dangers of that, especially with tech bros who have their hands in it. But also, critics, you gotta read the room. This is not an A24 film. And if you're a regular person not really super enthused with Tron, I can see you leaving a little bit disappointed because you wanted a richer, deeper experience. But after watching the first 2 Tron movies for the first time this week, it's a Tron movie. It's colorful, it's fun, it's action-packed, it has amazing visuals with some memorable characters, and it's mostly style over any substance. Always style first when it comes to Tron. With that said, I'm gonna give Tron Ares a C+. And the question today is, what would you personally pitch after seeing Tron, Tron Legacy, and now Tron Ares for Tron 4 to be? Drop your answers down below and you can watch more of my content right now.